Hello, all my fabulous Pisces and Pisces Rising. This is Kimberly Knox, KK, your astrologer, and I've been traveling for a little bit, so we're going to be doing mid-month all the way into September, just in case I go away again. It's really important to take time off to nurture your relationships, to visit family if you can, to travel, to adventure, to expand your mind, to relax, to get away. So hopefully all of you have also been having some good time, and especially Pisces, because this last new moon was in your 5th house of romance and fun and getting away. Anyhow, we've got a lot to talk about, but I want to thank you. I'm so grateful for all of you subscribers, all of my new subscribers. You know, I'm just getting my YouTube videos started, but I've been at this over 20 years, and I absolutely have such a passion for astrology and a passion to share that with you, to enlighten you on this amazing science that's rooted in quantum physics and math. It's just incredible how it all works out, and of course a little bit of Neptune Pisces spirituality mixed into it, but creating this awareness for all of you. It's like a roadmap, and you know, we can follow the GPS, or we can get off track and get back on, but we all have a choice. The energies that I talked about are opportunities that come up. They'll show themselves. Some things are very, very blatant, like Mars actions. Last week we had the eclipse triggered. The eclipse was triggered right around the same time as the Nice, France outbreaks, just like in Orlando. So Mars tends to bring up in some area some type of aggression, because Mars is the warrior planet. So Mars is a planet that often shows itself. But just so you know, once you get connected with your own chart, then you feel in the flow, and you might be more aware of things that are going on. And then, of course, learning about yourself at a deeper level, not just the timing part, is also extremely valuable, because we're more than our sun signs. We're more, and you need to know your sun sign and your rising sign, because the way timing happens, there will be an overlap. So if something doesn't resonate with you here, then you want to make sure that you're looking at the your rising sign too, because that's your natal chart. Your rising sign is based on the exact time and the coordinates, latitude, longitude, that you were born. So that's the math part. And of course all of the astronomy, which is really cool, blended in here. So Pisces, wow, we've got a lot going on, and let's just start with where we were on July 4th. We were super fortunate, all of us, to have a new moon in Cancer right on July 4th, sitting with Venus. So hopefully that really nurtured family connections. We saw the most amazing fireworks in Vermont, and honestly better than anything that I've ever seen throughout my whole childhood growing up there, and just had a really nice time visiting family I hadn't seen in a while, and then of course escaping to new places and being in the mountains and not being able to have a connection all the time is pretty fun, you know, especially these days when we're over connected to everything. So the last new moon was featuring, just like I said, your 5th house. So this is reconnecting with romance and with fun and a partner. And if you're not with someone already, then singles get an opportunity to possibly meet someone new, but it's definitely a time to have fun. Go to parties, do something new. Hopefully you don't overindulge too much. I know a lot of Pisces like to have a few cocktails. You know, it's that feeling of the first buzz that's kind of equated with the sign of Pisces. You know, just getting away from reality, that whole feeling. So we're at the point right now where we're coming up to a full moon. We're coming up to the whole lunation coming to a head, and that's what every single month we have the option to plant seeds, watch them grow at first quarter, and then have full bloom at the full moon. And this is when there's heightened emotions, and so things have come full bloom. Something's ready to release, to let go, to end, or to show how well you've done, and to celebrate. So that's why emotions are always higher at the full moon. And then there's a whole bunch more involved in that, but let's just keep it at this real beautiful level here, just talking about it in these terms. So this full moon is in Capricorn. Capricorn is all about structure and foundations. It's practical, it's purposeful. There's restraint involved. It's like it wants you to create something that'll stand the test of time. You know, look at the structures that were built in ancient times and or you know, the 1800s that are still standing. Go, wow, that craftsmanship is so, you know, amazing, right? Because it's still standing. So you just see, like, if you have like something that's quality, it's going to stand the test of time. So these old craftsmen, we were in Nantucket, and they have to preserve the their treasure is their history, and the buildings are beautiful, and the flowers are amazing. I mean, it was really a great time. I really loved it there. So we've got this full moon happening tomorrow. We're already feeling, this is Capricorn. So if you've been like on target getting stuff done, I know I have, but it's an action type of moon. So we're all in the mood. We're all in a business mood when it comes to Capricorn. It's about achieving results, getting results, and getting stuff done. So it's a beautiful time to get cracking on that. So where is that functioning for you? Pisces, this is in your 11th house. And we all have Pluto going through the sign of Capricorn. This is a power source. It's a source of also transforming that entire area where, you know, Pluto comes, it cleans up, it upgrades, it might have to burn off a few things, but when it grows back, it's nice and green. That kind of energy, that's Pluto. So perhaps you've swept away some of your friends, and this is 11th, or groups that you were involved in, and you just kind of upgraded and changed and progressed. It's going to show you, you know, how you've done in that area also, and then of course just requiring, you know, the efforts involved over the next few days to see how well we're doing with, if you are creating something, you're building something, where is your Capricorn energy? Are you getting up, setting a routine? Are you being responsible? Are you working with effort? This is all Saturnian kind of stuff. Okay, so it's going to ask you how well you're doing in that regard. On the 22nd, so what day is that? Thursday, 19, 20, 21, 22 is Friday. So the sun moves into Leo. Yay, well, what a great Friday that's going to be, because the Venus is already in Leo, and we've got the sun moving into that sector as well. I'm looking for my little book, but I can't see it. So we've got the sun moving into that sector, and Leo is all about creative self-expression. Both Pisces and Leo are they're very great show people, and dancers, unbelievable. Leo and Pisces individual, moon in Pisces, Pisces rising, Pisces, or Leo moon. Great dancers. I mean, it's just a flow and a drama and a showmanship all involved. So if you're Pisces and Leo, you know, you really have that combination going for you too. And you know, Pisces is ruled by Neptune, which is romance and it's intrigue and it's, you know, this whole type of attraction. And definitely the Pisces are the ones that will create the romance, because it's just their sign. Creative, this is about bringing your gift to the world, getting on stage and showing people who you are. I've kept this behind me. This is for Leo, it's the heart of a lion. I always like that. I'm a Leo, I'm wearing orange. This is a Leo color. This is color of self-expression. I've always loved orange. Go figure. So to step into your unique force of creative power, to come from the heart energy and to love and to do things with love and keep your heart open. That is the heart of a lion. Leo is about sustained fire. This is enthusiasm that keeps going. So Leo can keep people enthused about something. Look at Madonna, how she's recreated herself. I mean, this is just vitality. So Leo is longevity, vitality. It's your life force, because it's the sun. It's the rule by the sun. So when Leo or Leo rising walk into a room, you see the sun. So it's, you know, you see them. So just look for that, but this is a time to bring it out, bring it to the show front for all of you. What do you have? Who are you? This is the most potent form of authenticity. Personal authenticity is is your creative self-expression. That is within you, that is within the heart of all of us. So let me just go into my little rant about all of this chatter that we have constantly on the phone, and you know, people sitting at the table on the phone. We're so into what's going on in here. Don't forget what's going on out here with your relationships and connecting with those closest to you, but also connecting with yourself. Put your stuff away and be able to journal, to read. Do we do that anymore? Listen, I'll tell you, if you go to the mountains where you can't get any service, you're going to be forced to do that. And sometimes that is the best thing, especially if you're looking within your own heart about getting to the heart of the matter. I mean, there's reasons why all these terms are there. That is where the truth lies, always. Okay? And if you're creating a brand, a personal brand, you can't get to, you have to have a passion that you're creating it out, so you're just going to keep creating. It's not about doing something for the money, it's about the passion now. And that's what Uranus has been asking us to do. Connect with this authentic part of us that we can bring forward and continually put energy into. All right? That's my little rant on that. That's about getting to the heart. For all of us, though, I have to talk about Venus. I did a Venus video. You can check it out if you haven't seen it. I did one for Summer Loving with all the great Venus days. But Venus gives us so much magnetic energy. Venus in our own chart is responsible for our own secret, how we attract, what we bring to us, the relationships that we get. It's our vibration of energy, magnetic energy. So if you're not getting what you want, you need to go and look at Venus. I do Venus readings for people. They're very strong and really connecting the purpose that you are here, what you have to bring forward in relationships, how that relates. And also for men or women, Venus is your feminine energy, which you need to connect with. And men, it's the woman in your life. So it's good to know these things, especially for relationships. It answers a lot of really big questions because all of that is in your chart. Venus is coming into the evening sky July 24th. It has been below the horizon. We haven't seen Venus since April the 18th. So she's been doing some work down below. She's been doing some incubation. And if we've been smart, we have been looking into that part of ourselves being tested and really connecting with that so we can bring it forward, because when Venus comes up, she is going to be mature, and we are going to have 5 different connections over the next 5 months when the Sun and Venus come together, and we get some enlightenment on this that we're bringing forward to the world, because that's what we're doing during this approach to wholeness when Venus is 46 degrees again in front of the Sun. So she is her most mature at that point. You can go check out my Venus video on that, but this rebirth is very important. So it's going to help us move forward, and it's a beautiful time. If you're a Libra rising or a Taurus rising and not just a Pisces, this will be extra important for you. Okay, so we're winding down this last lunation at the end of this month and getting ready for Leo. July 26th, we have a last quarter moon. This is when we're integrating everything that we learned over this lunation, and we're putting it forward, and we wind down and we get ready to lay out the intentions for the new moon. There are some strong communication days coming up. The 26th and the 27th is really about brilliant ideas. Mercury and Uranus. This is going to be affecting you from your 6th to your 2nd house. So anything, like if you have really unique ideas around the work or with your conversations that you're having, it can affect you positively in the money that you're earning. So I like that for you guys. And then we've got Mercury squaring Mars. Okay, Mars is up in your 9th house. It's going to be going into your 10th house of career. You've got a really great month coming up in August into September, and but the 9th house has to do with long distance travel. It has to do with things at a distance, foreigners. It has to do with things that you're learning. So the 6th, and it somehow is affecting your health or you on the job. So just look for sharp tones, sharp reactions. anything that were arguments, but use it in a good way to like have bright thoughts, like aha, like you know, because Mars speeds up anything that it touches. So with Mercury, it's the mind and the thinking and sharpness of tongue. Also that same day though, Uranus is stationing to go retrograde. So let's see what comes out of all this. Maybe you're going to have some news around that day, and you let me know how that worked out for you. August the 2nd. So this is the new moon starting. This new moon is brilliant. The new moon is actually in a trine, a nice easy flow to Saturn. So this is going to be beneficial to you on the career, on everything that you're doing, because Leo is your 6th house. So this is the house of your how you eat, how you take care of yourself, your daily routine, and how you feed yourself, your routine, people that you meet, your working environment. You might like to work in an environment that's nice looking. That's Leo there. But in a trine to Saturn, Saturn has been up in your 10th house. Saturn has been retrograde for several months, and it's going to be going direct on August the 13th. When it goes direct, it's going to say, okay, you got to push forward with this heavy load and this responsibility that you've been having in your career. This has been fabulous for you though, Pisces, because this is the time when you show the world who you are. This is the highest time when Saturn's up there. This is the results and this is the success that can come to you. Mars is going to start to push that forward, but it can bring restraint as well a little bit. So dealing with somebody that's older around your career, but Mars being there is sustained and purposeful action. So I kind of like all of that. This is what the new moon is going to set off, and Mars is going to be pushing us forward. There's a yod that's involved. I didn't mention it in the last video, but I have been mentioning it just so you know, because your ruler is involved. What I like about this is it's saying, go forward with this Leo energy. And Leo is about, us. It's our inner self. An ego can get a little out of control at times. If you look at Donald Trump, he is a Leo rising, and sometimes Leo risings, they get, they want all that attention. Sometimes they become larger than life, larger than they are. So to take a little step back, and this would be a same message for him, since Leo rising, the new moon is going to be in his first house, that remembering what is going on to get it's a lesson, it's a fork in the road, a decision, a choice too. That's what it brings up. But to get the results, I'm trying to put this in the right, of this new moon, keep in mind Pluto in Capricorn and Neptune in the sign of Pisces. So what are the key words around this? This is Pluto in Capricorn is about lasting structure, grounded, being purposeful, control, something that's standing the test of time. So all of these, just what I explained about the moon, that's the full moon that's coming up tomorrow. So these keywords, and then also keeping in mind being compassion, being ego-less, dropping the ego, being considerate and compassionate of others, having this vision and this ability to let go. And it's not all about you. So keeping some of this in mind will be important for the success of this new moon. But I feel like around this new moon that it's more we're making decisions, and it's not like we're not pushing forward super fast, and there's eclipses around, so we're being shown things that we have to make decisions on, but it's not going to really settle out until the end of September, because we've got Mercury going retrograde as well. Mars is triggering all this stuff though, so there's going to be a lot of shakeups, especially around the 22nd of August. Well, the 18th, 19th, well, that whole week I would say, because of what's going on. Okay, so let's look at this. A good time for your all right, so let's just go to when Venus is going to be going. On August 5th, Venus is going to be going into Virgo, which is your 7th house of relationships. We've already got Mercury will be going in there. I forgot which date this is. But when Venus gets in there, this brings the goodies, okay? This brings the goodies for socializing and your relationships, or any type of new relationship that you're joining with. If you met somebody new around the Cancer new moon, this is a time you're going to start to fortify that as we get toward the eclipse in Virgo as well. And of course, all Pisces you've been accenting this 7th and 1st house, because that's where the eclipses have been. So it's been about relationships for you, making personal changes because of people that you're meeting, and it's going to be going into your 6th and 12th house at that time. So it's about working really hard and taking time off to heal your body and making sure that your body's in tip-top shape. So that's what's coming when the eclipses move into Leo and Aquarius, Pisces, but really great things coming up for you. So Venus goes in there August the 5th, and that's going to start bringing some nice things. And we've got August the 10th for all of us. That's the first quarter moon, so we're going to see some new things sprouting. So whatever's been going on around work for you, you're going to see some energy there around that. And Mercury, it's a great day also for contracts and plans that you're having to put together. So something between Pluto and Mercury is still in your 6th house of work during that time. Any powerful plans that you have to go forward, and being influenced by someone that's a friend, or in a group or a networking group that you have that can bring you some benefit in that respect, because they're related in that way. On August the 13th, everybody's going to benefit from Saturn moving forward. Now it's time to go again, to go forward. It's in Sagittarius. It's asking us to learn new things. So for you, Pisces, it's at the top of your chart. So this is a time for you to go forward and show the world who you are, what you have to offer, and be your best that you can possibly be. That's Saturn up there. It's already been up there and gone backwards, so you're already over the hardest part of it. But this is where you're really showing who you are in your career and the best parts of you. So another time that I really love for you is what's happening on August the 14th all the way through August the 17th. This is great. We've got Venus opposite Neptune in your 7th, and from 7th to 1st, this is a full phase of when Venus and Neptune came together on March the 20th. This would have came together in your 1st house, but this is like laying out your dream boards. So you're going to see how well you did on things that you really wanted. This is about what things have come to you, and can be a very romantic time for you in your relationships, or it can be a time where the rose-colored glasses come off and you see the illusions below. But utilize the energy to the highest regard, with romance, with bliss, with retreat, with spa treatments. Do something fun and romantic with your sweetheart around this time. That's what I like about the energy there. And the August the 6th, things could be a really great day for you career-wise and money-wise, so take a risk. There may be something that flows for more money for you, because you've got Uranus in your 2nd house being accented by the Sun and coming from your work zone. So let's just keep going on here. We have a full moon eclipse, so we have all these eclipses coming and movements. So things are being shown to us. Eclipses they were revered, and people were afraid of them in ancient times because things were revealed, but also because the planets that they would watch, either the moon would disappear or the sun would disappear for a short period of time during that eclipse. So in a lunar eclipse, the sun comes between the earth and the moon, and we don't see it for a short period of time. It's eclipse during that time. So the energy is going to be in your 12th house. So it's going to show you how well you've been doing at taking care of yourself. If you've been working too hard and you haven't, the 12th house is the natural Pisces house. It's the house where we need to take time off and work behind the scenes and go to yoga and journal and just retreat in a way. So it's going to show you how well you've been doing in that area. and bring that energy to light. On the 22nd, for everybody, we need to write this day down, because not only does the sun move into Virgo, which is your 7th house, so now relationship energy is really coming to a high for you. You already have, of course, Venus there, and Mercury moves there as well, but it's a day when Mars is triggering the eclipse on September the 1st. So well before, 2 weeks before it gets there, Mars is triggering this eclipse. But it triggered it last week too. So it's triggering, for you, it's triggering, you know, time off and retreat, and how well you're taking care of your physical body. But so let's see, let me know how that works out for you there. We're coming to, we're wrapping up the month. The last quarter moon is on August the 24th. There's always energy around this. Mars and Saturn come together on that day though. So for you, that's up in your career zone. So that can be like a stalemate. Because if you want to go, you're being held back. Or it can be that you're planning something, and you've got this purposeful plan. So you're moving forward with this purposeful, like slow, because Saturn slows you down a little bit, because Sagittarius just wants to go really fast, and it's enthusiastic, it's super fire, right? But so that's actually a really great day. This is a beautiful magnetic day. So for you, it's in your relationship day. If you are married, or if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, August the 22nd is a Saturday. Make sure you go on a date night. Go away maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Because when Venus and Jupiter come together in your 7th house, this is magic. So if you needed to like revamp a relationship or whatever, this is a magical day. Go do that. Jupiter increases everything of joy and good fortune, and so this is about magic and wishes, laying your seeds for them, because November 25th is when that comes to first quarter. So lay down some good seeds. Let's talk about Mercury retrograde really quickly before we're wrapping up here. Mercury is going to be retrograding in your 7th house. So Mercury gets into that zone, it gets almost to the end, but then it says, whoops, we need to give you some information regarding some type of partnership, or something that you're working out with in your relationship, or with a business partnership. And so you're going to get some more information during that time. Also, the eclipse is triggering the next day. So this should be a really interesting time, August the 30th all the way through September the 22nd. And then it's time to move forward, because then the energy is much stronger. It's not held back. So like I said, we have the solar eclipse on September the 1st, and then on September the 9th, Jupiter, which is your secondary ruler, is moving into the sign of Libra, which is your 8th house. So this is giving you benefit around partnership income, or getting funding for something that you're coming up with. Just to let you know that Neptune is your primary ruler. It's gone retrograde. It's retrograde now. Went retrograde June the 13th. It's going to go direct on November the 19th, and it goes direct in a nice aspect with Venus. So you have that to look forward to. And Jupiter has been direct since May, and it's going to be moving into Libra, which is all about relationships and balance, on September the 9th. So really great things for you, Pisces. And I want to draw a little heart for you, because you need to do your intentions in your journal about some goals that you would like to accomplish before the new moon, which is the 2nd. So the best day the time to do it is in the balsamic phase before. So that's going to be the morning of August 1st, I think the evening of the 31st of July. So I'm picking your heart. Let's just see what it says. It says, I take time to connect with what gives me joy. I connect with my true heart radiance. All right, that's your message there. Also, I've been giving crystal information for each of the signs, and I have 3 of them. Amber, now if you want to wear these, this will fortify that Leo energy for you. If you are a Pisces with a Leo moon or Leo rising, this is even more important for you all the time. If not, these are just good stones to wear during the time of bringing out this Leo energy. So amber, I don't have my amber, but I have a lot of amber pieces. I don't have them here with me at this house. So Amber they've been around. Amber was the very first stone adorned to humans. Over 8,000 BC they utilized this. It was actually a fossil, and they would see insects inside of it. So these insects, they thought to be the stone to be more life-bearing and be associated with more longevity, luck, and also fertility. Those are all Leo things, because Leo rules children. Sunstones, I love sunstones. They have like pink, orange, and this is sun fire type of energy, vitality. If you're needing more courage or personal energy, sexual energy, health. So, you know, if you're looking to have a child soon, these are good energy stones to have. Tiger eye, I've always loved tiger eye, this brown, pretty looking stone. This is associated with luck and money and energy, confidence, and courage. And courage is big in the time of Leo. So make sure you're encouraging those around you. It's most important, because encouraging others allows them to grow. And believe me, we have enough criticism out in the world. We don't need it from home. So Pisces, you're wonderful, and thank you so much. If you want to reach out to me at kkastrology.com, we can do just a more direct look at your own personal chart, not just for timing, but for also your spiritual growth and more about you. Have a fabulous month and a half.